Hello everyone and welcome to the Pageant Perspective podcast. I am your host Candice Freeman, and on this podcast we go beyond the sash, unveiling stories and celebrating beauty. Today I'm joined by a beautiful woman in yellow. I love the yellow so much. It just screams summer and spring and flowers and all of those things. Shanae, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Good day, I'm Charne van Eeden. I'm 24 years old and a finalist for Miss Universal South Africa 2025. In my spare time, I like to reach out to my community and help where possible. I'm a fourth year education student and the owner and coach of SA All-Star Models Kempton Park. Thank
Awesome
you.
stuff. So you are part of the SA All-Star Model Academy, am I right? Can you tell me what your experience has been with that?
Well, since 2017, I've been coached by Dion Krauser from SA All-Star Models East Rand, and he truly shaped me into the model that I am today.
Beautiful. Wow.
And I believe that I've taken his guidance and the lessons that I've learned, and I'm passing it on to my students as well.
That's beautiful. Do you have a very memorable moment in pageantry, like one moment in pageantry where you're just like, this is the best moment for me that you can share with us today?
Yes, well, I've had a lot of setbacks in the pageant world. For a long time, I haven't won a Pageant's SA title, and that was one of the titles that I've really wanted to win. So back in 2023, I've won my first ever Pageant's SA title. I was crowned as Miss Queen of the World.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yes, so that was a very proud moment because it was hard work, and finally that hard work paid off.
And like you said, you experienced a lot of setbacks, but can you maybe mention some of the challenges you had to overcome in pageantry?
It's to believe in yourself. Sometimes you question yourself and you wonder, why am I doing this actually?
Yeah.
And then just to go and sit back, believe in yourself, remember why you did this from the start, and work hard for what you want.
Beautiful. So as a contestant and as a coach yourself, what do you think makes a queen beyond beauty and stage presence?
I think what makes a queen beyond her stage presence is her intelligence and her heart of service. She needs to be kind, she needs to uplift others, and she needs to use her platform to help her community.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
Talking about helping the community, I'm sure there's something that you advocate for as well, something that you're passionate about. Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I have my own project. It's called the Premature Baby Project, which has been operating since 2016.
Okay.
This is where I collect premature baby beanies and booties, and I donate it to government hospitals on Premature Baby Awareness Day.
That's actually so niche. I've never heard of such an initiative before.
Yes.
And it's actually so beautiful. Because I don't even think people would think about,
No, they forget about the babies.
The premature babies.
Yes.
Oh my word, so you collect like beanies and clothes, and then you donate it to the
Government hospitals.
To the government hospitals.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then professionally, how would you say, and personally, how would you say pageantry has developed you?
It's helped me to get out of my comfort zone, to believe in myself, to work hard for what I want. And in my career as well. I mean, I need to teach children, I need to guide the leaders of the future.
Yeah.
And you need the confidence to be able to do that.
That's true.
Yes.
And I think with pageantry, because it teaches you poise, and how to present yourself. I always say that to people, if you're a pageant girl and you go for an interview, you have to ace it. You have to ace it, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So you've been in pageantry for how many years now?
I would say for about 17 years.
17 years.
Yes.
Wow. And how did you get into it? With your mom's influence, or how did it go about?
I was a really shy girl. Really shy. I didn't want to talk in front of anyone. I was a little bit bullied at school as well. And then someone told my mom, try the pageantry. It gets them out of the comfort zone. So I did modeling until the age of 12.
Okay.
And then I started to competing in pageants, and it just never stopped.
That's good. That's awesome. And then how do you prepare for your pageants, mentally and physically as well?
Well, to prepare, you need to have a very strong mindset. That's the most important thing.
Yes.
And you need to remember why you entered, what is your goals, how hard you're going to work, and just to take some deep breaths, visualize yourself succeeding, and then go for it.
I like that you mentioned visualizing. So when you visualize yourself, how do you put yourself in what world do you create when you visualize yourself?
In a world of success.
In a world of success.
Yes.
So do you imagine yourself with the crown, or do you like imagine yourself walking happily?
Yes.
Like, how do you do it?
I visualize myself with the crown, but then obviously what I'm going to do with the crown. That's the most important part.
Yeah.
So you need to visualize yourself not just winning, but being that role model for the community as well.
That's true, being the role model. And speaking about the crown, if you were to win Miss Universal SA, what would you do with the crown?
If I had to win Miss Universal SA, my biggest legacy that I want to leave behind is to be known as the girl that used her platform to help others in need, for her kindness, for uplifting others, for being a role model, and to let them know that believe in yourself. You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
That's true. And to our young girls that are maybe scared, or they don't have, like you said, self-doubt. You mentioned that you had self-doubt.
Yes.
What advice would you give them to motivate them in pageantry?
Just be yourself, remember your values, and just go for it. Have fun. Don't think about it's just the win and the crown. You need to remember what you're going to do with the crown.
All right, Shanae, can you tell me what gives you reason to wake up in the morning?
I think my biggest reason to wake up is my students. I want to motivate them. I want them to do good.
Yeah.
And that is my whole purpose in life. And I think that's why I chose to become a teacher
I
one
want to say the exact same thing. If your students motivate you, you make a great teacher.
Yes.
So because you do so many things, what does a typical day in your life look like?
Okay, so I wake up at 5:45 in the mornings.
That's very accurate. 5:45.
5:45. I need to get sleep. I like to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I go to school, do my work at school. In the afternoons, I've got my pageant classes, modeling school. And then in the evenings, I do my study work because I'm a student as well. And then I go to sleep.
And then when do you coach? Afternoons?
Afternoons, yes.
Okay.
After school.
Or after school?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So what's your coaching style like? When young girls come in, and how do you train them? What's your methodology? How do you go about all of that?
Well, my biggest goal is to make them feel comfortable. That's the most important part. You don't want them to go in and be shy and don't want to do this. So I make sure this is something that they want to do.
Yeah.
Because you do get moms that want them to do it because they wanted to do it.
Okay.
You get a lot of them. So I make sure they're comfortable. We practice everything. And I do give them sweets to motivate them as well.
That's when you're like, please can you just say
Yes. And then for the little ones, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand. So we talk about, think about a princess. How would a princess walk? How would a princess sit? If she does this pose, how do you think a princess will do that?
Yeah.
And it really motivates them to do that and do it correctly, yes.
Okay, that's good. Can you mention to me like the different things you teach? Because it's, there's different things. There's posing, this,
Yes.
ramping, this. Can you mention those things for me?
Well, I think the most important part is the walk.
Okay.
So I always tell them to visualize like a show horse because the legs is nice and straight.
Yes.
So that's how we do the legs, and then we need to walk in their hips for a little bit attitude.
Yes.
And then the posing for the little ones, we go plain and simple. If they get older, then we do all the steps and turns and stuff. And the older girls, they catch on quickly.
I can see you a teacher because you teach them to visualize something, and
Yes.
you create a link.
Yes.
And that's the best way to teach young ones. Create a
is.
link between something that they know and then teach them something new. You smart. Okay, so because you've been in the pageant industry for so long, you said 17 years
Yes.
almost, what would you say makes you unique and gives you an edge in pageantry?
Well, at the beginning, I had very, very long hair. But about 2 years ago, I've cut my hair and I donated to cancer.
Okay.
And in the beginning, I felt like, my personal thing that made me me is gone now.
Oh, I see.
So
yes.
what makes me me now? And I truly believe it's my kindness and my heart of gold, because I really work for the community, and that's my goal in life, is to help those in need.
Yeah, and you have a very welcoming spirit. I mean,
thank you.
I feel like if you were to teach grade ones on the first day of school, they'll be fine. They'll be like, "Mommy, bye."
Thank you.
And then, who has formed the biggest part of your personal development in life? Who has been there for you, encouraging you all the way?
Definitely my mom. If it wasn't for my mom, I won't be where I am today. She's encouraged me very, very much. She's taught me to be kind. I believe my kind heart comes from my mom.
Oh, that's
We've been doing charity work from a very, very young age, and she taught me to give back to the community. There's people out there that's not that privileged as you are, and you need to give back. And then in my pageant journey, it's definitely my coach, Dion Krauser. I wouldn't be in the pageant industry where I am today.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't have my own academy if it wasn't for him. So for my mom and Dion, I'm really thankful for.
Mom and Dion, well done. We have this beautiful Charne, well packaged in a yellow dress right here because of you. Charne, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It was a great pleasure, and I love your dress. I have to say it.
Thank you so much.
To our audience, thank you all so much for watching. From Candice and Charne and the Pageant Perspective podcast, it's bye for now.